Hello guys, and welcome to a new video on this channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just before I get into this video, the gameplay you're watching is just me practicing this morning for the next race in the AOR Championship at Monza. Please bear in mind that some of this is disgusting, just like this corner. I have no idea what actually really happened. I just don't think I didn't brake basically. So basically, there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. As I mentioned in my last video, I joined a new league on Project Cars. I also did say that there was going to be a highlights video, but unfortunately I couldn't race. A couple of hours before the race was due to start, my internet connection was basically just cutting out, and when it wasn't cutting out it was very slow, so it was quite hard to, to race online. And I mean, Project Cars is like probably one of the worst games for, like, not the worst game, but like it's pretty bad for its like connections and all that. Basically I tried everything that I could to try and make it better, like turning off the modem and all that, and none of it was just working. So basically I lost out on a lot of points in like last race, but hopefully I'll be racing this Saturday. I just need to do like a bit of practice because we are at Spa. It's probably one of the most challenging, not the most, I don't know, I've not really raced in Spa on this game. I've like played on other games, but I'm guessing it's probably a lot different on Project Cars just due to the handling and stuff. And now to the main part of the video. So obviously usually this would be a highlights video of the race that I did. Yeah, there isn't any highlights, unfortunately. The reason for that is because I got disconnected mid-race. It sucks, but it happens. So basically here's just a quick recap. It's the first race for us, like the people who race in the championship, well, for me anyway, in like the last 2 weeks, because we did have a break during the last race and this race, obviously. So basically all I was doing is just practicing just to get my, because I haven't really raced around Brno, I think that's how you, Brno or something, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never raced around the track, so basically I was just trying to do everything I can just to give me that edge. So yeah, I was basically just setting consistent lap times. They're all pretty similar, like 1:38s and all that. So basically going into qualifying, I was quite confident in my pace. So I put in a lap and then I went to P8, so I mean, I thought that's usually where I usually qualify, like in other races, so I thought I could go faster, I knew I could. So I did another lap and I went to P5, so I was like pretty happy with that. Like, I was over the moon just due to the fact that I knew it was going to be my best qualifying. And then as soon as I went back to the pits, someone went faster than me, so I was down to P6, and that's where qualifying ended basically. So basically it was my best position, and once again I was feeling quite confident going into the race because I knew the rain wasn't going to come until later. More on that until later in the video. But yeah, basically just before the race was supposed to start, we had a bit of trouble with the actual lobby itself. We were stuck in the pit lane, or not even the pit lane really, we were stuck in like where you sit just before you go out to the track. So everyone basically just had to reset the game. Once everyone returned, we had a minute to make sure everything was fine with our cars, like with setups and all that. Yeah, everything was fine in my car. and then it was time to start the race. Yeah, the start was okay. I didn't crash on the warm-up, so that's fine, unlike last time. Yeah, basically into the first corner I went for an outside move on P5. I'm not sure who that was. I can't really check, obviously, because I haven't got my footage. But it didn't work out properly, so I was back down to P6. I then ran wide, I think in turn 4 or 3, I cannot remember. So that I was down into P7, and then basically that's just where everything went wrong. Going into turn 6, I believe, I went to overtake someone on the inside, and basically just turned into me and caused me damage, which then caused me to hit on the next lap, well, at the end of the lap. It sucks. That also happens in racing. Fortunately for me, another three people in front of me were pitting due to like damage as well. So I was down in last basically, and I made 2 positions up. So I was up to, I think, the 11 or 10. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I was actually dead stone last, but I'm not sure. Then a few laps later, I overtook my teammate for P9, and then I think a lap later, someone pitted. I think, like I said, I cannot remember. I don't have my footage, so it's kind of hard trying to remember. Yeah. Then everything was going fine until lap 10. The same place where I basically got hit is where I disconnected. My screen basically just froze. I couldn't see anything until about 4 seconds later, where my screen basically just came back on. I saw my car, and then about a second and a half later I just got disconnected, and that was basically the end of the race. So basically then I watched a stream of the person who was racing. It was quite a good battle with him, like with the guy in front. It was quite good. So basically, the weather, it was supposed to be overcast and then go into thunderstorm midway through the race, but because everything messed up at like the beginning of the race and all that, the rain didn't actually come until the last lap. But like, I would have been absolutely fine. Like, I did practice on like with thunderstorm conditions and all that. I was pretty well prepared, but it's just a shame that I was disconnected. As you guys know, that's 2 races in a row I've had a non-finish. Luckily for me, I finished in P10 last time round, so I did actually score points. But I could have got decent point finishes in both races, which is like the biggest shame that I've had. Like, last time round, like obviously I had to like retire due to like crashing and all that, but this time it just like, I don't know, I'm not saying it upsets me because obviously it's just a game, but like because I could have had 2 decent point finishes, it like just sucks. It really does. But obviously it happens. I just have to go into next week and just practice and practice and practice. Not what I'm technically doing in this video, I'm just messing about basically, until like quite near the end of the video where I put some decent laps in. But basically guys, that's basically what happened. I'm actually bringing out another video later. It's basically just my history on Xbox and gaming, and basically like my gamer tags and what consoles I've owned and like teams that I've been in and all that kind of stuff basically. So anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. Once again, please like and subscribe and turn on those notifications to get a notification when I have uploaded. And so guys, until the next video, the next few minutes will just be me like practicing. Just if you want to stop watching, you can. It's basically the end of the video. It's just me practicing and doing decent laps. But guys, until the next video, I will see you later. Bye.